All right, so these are all the items in the bag. We've kind of got one of these, something like that, a dog. All right, we're hiking to a cache on the trail, and we've got to go down through this creek. I guess it's a scenic view. I guess I could have walked across the log. Here it is! We're in the 1% though. That goes from north to south in a single day. That's epic. Check this out, guys. Look at this sick view.
Are you ready?
Yo, YouTube, what's up? It's Triple P. How you guys doing? I'm out here at the Snowville Trailhead looking for a bunch of caches that involve hiking. Let's go see how many of these bad boys we can find. Here we go. All right, we're hiking to a cache on the trail, and we've got to go down through this creek. I guess it's a scenic view. I guess I could have walked across the log, but we're going to cross this creek and we're going to continue that way. It's a bit of a hike to get to the first cache, so we're just kind of checking in from time to time. Made it across, up the hill, around the bend, and off to the first cache of the video. If you guys are new here and you've never seen any of my content, I'm Triple P. All I do is make geocaching videos and tutorials. So I would consider, hopefully you'll consider subscribing. We are reaching for our sub goal of 370 subs. Hopefully we get it sooner than later. All right, let's keep moving. Here we go. First cache of the weekend adventure. It's a 2 difficulty, 3 trend, regular size container. We had to hike pretty far just to get here. The trails up on this part are less muddy because it's higher elevation, where before it was just a muddy mess. Very excited to bring this to you. This should be a really fun hike. I've been waiting for the good weather to clear. I was battling an ear infection for like 10 days. Don't ever get an ear infection, everybody. Those are terrible. Had to go to the urgent care. I got some medicated eardrops and I got some antibiotics to take care of it. Okay, so the purpose of this video is we are going to be doing a swag drop on every single cache. We're either gonna swap stuff, or we're gonna take stuff, or we'll just leave something if there's nothing good in the container. All right, so we're gonna bring back swag in this video, and I'll give a little more explanation once we find it on what's gonna happen. So we need to look somewhere in these trees. Let's go give it a shot. All right, well, this is an easy grab. It's just down here underneath this log. Let's see if we can grab it. And there it is. All right, let's open it up and see what kind of swag it's got. All right, so these are all the items in the bag. We've kind of got one of these, something like that, a dog. Let's go ahead and drop something and swap something. Here we go. All right, we're gonna go ahead and drop the fidget spinner, and we're gonna take the little toy dog. Fidget spinner for the toy dog. Okay, with our first swag drop in the video, I'm gonna go ahead and explain what I'm doing. So my goal here is to kind of reintroduce swag into the game of geocaching. By doing this, I'm actually gonna issue an open challenge to anybody who watches this to film their own video of them dropping swag. So if you're a YouTuber and you watch this and you see my swag challenge, I would encourage you to video yourself going out and doing a couple bigger size caches and dropping some swag to see if we can reintroduce this into the game. You don't have to do it, but I am doing my part to try and get this back in the game. I've got so much swag in my bag, I don't even know what to do with it anymore. It just sits there. So I thought I would take the time to drop some stuff in these containers. Okay, we're on our way to a 1.5 difficulty, 2.5 terrain cache. When we get there and we find it, we'll be sure to drop some swag. I love this idea, honestly. I'm really glad I thought of it. It's different, I think. You know, I like doing stuff that's different, which is why I've done like the California Fizzy series on my channel. I'm currently filming the 81 series for a Fizzy. So I got really good tutorials. I got a lot of stuff going on for me. If you're new, like I said earlier, check it out. give some of my videos a thumbs up, and let's make our way to the next cache. Okay, we did find it. The cache hint said look up. However, the branch that it is tied to has fallen to the ground. So now it's just a sitting duck on the ground. Triple P, what are you gonna do? Well, here's the scoop. We're gonna sign the camo right there. There's no lid, but we are gonna add something to it because there's no swag in it. Okay, we're gonna add this little dog here and this little spinny top right here. That's going in this container. 1 and 2. Next cache in the video is a 1.5 difficulty, 3.5 terrain, small size cache. Cache number 3. And we're gonna drop some swag in the bag. The last one was not very good. We did drop swag, but we didn't take anything because there wasn't anything to take. So we just added to the container, which that's okay. Sometimes you have to do that, you know? Like I said, I got a whole bag of this stuff with me. So we'll just kind of pick and choose what we want to get rid of. It's not really any sentimental value to me. I don't really care what we get rid of. We're about 200 feet to go. I'll see you guys at ground zero. Let's make the find. Well, I found the biggest tree in the area and said that's where I'm gonna look, even where the cords were off. Here it is here. Small little lock and lock box. We got I won't be taking that. Oh, there's a witch and a pencil. All right, we'll grab the witch and we'll trade something for the witch. All right, we're gonna drop the keychain that I've got here, and we took the witch. Let's go ahead and put the keychain in there. The mud is really bad here. We're getting close to our next cache for the swag challenge. We're just trying to be nimble. It's not working. We're trying to be nimble to get around this mud. It's just absolutely terrible. Between the mud and the mosquitoes. Like, I knew the trail was gonna be bad. I did not think it was gonna be this bad. However, I will say I am dressed for a muddy hike, and that's exactly what I'm getting, is a muddy hike. We're looking for a 1.5 difficulty 2 terrain cache. All right, we made it through all the water, and now we're here grabbing the cache that's 4 feet up. Unfortunately, this didn't have much, but we're gonna drop the soccer ball key ring in exchange for the yellow dinosaur. There you go, we'll put the lid on and call it a day. Let's move on to the next cache. All right, we're on our way to the next geocache, but we had to go down the trail, so we were going downhill, which means the trail is exponentially worse than it was before, because before we were higher up, and now we're at a lower elevation and it's slowing us down. But we are almost here. We're after a 1.5 difficulty, 2.5 terrain. Stop me if that sounds familiar. There we go. There it is right there. Ta-da! Alright, let's add some swag or trade. Let's see what we got here. Alright, we had very limited options. We're gonna trade the horse, which I owned, for the clear looking alien. See you later, horsey horse. Alright, on to the next one. Rule number 1, never pass up an opportunity at a scenic view. Here we go. I had to stop. We made it to the other side. Let's go to our next cache. Well, we're about to start an uphill approach, which has 2 things going for it. 1, hopefully the trail will be less muddy, but 2, it means I'm gonna be more tired. All right, we're closing in on this cache. It's only like a couple hundred feet away. Let's make it to ground zero, and this is a 2 difficulty, 2.5 terrain. It's 58 feet. Now 26, so it's somewhere, if it's here, it's somewhere in this area. Let's look around, see if we can find it. Here we go. We found it, we found it, we found it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh no, this is not it. Wait, is this it? Oh, it's a beer can. That's super weird. It's got duct tape on it and everything. This is the container. It actually twists open, and then here's the stuff inside of it. This has got the logbook, and there's very little swag in here. Okay, I ended up finding this really cool pirate ring, so I'm gonna go ahead and trade that. I'm gonna trade that for what I had, which is a Chuck E. Cheese dice. So we're gonna put the dice in the container, and I'm gonna take the really cool pirate ring. Making our way to the next cache in the swag video here. It's a 1.5 difficulty, 3.5 terrain. It's a, what is it? It's a small container. There is a really nice stump over here. So we're gonna kind of go off the trail a little bit and head towards that stump. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing that's where it is, but that's where I'm gonna head first. This is the stump I was talking about. I think it's in here. I don't see it in there. We are close. What about the other side? Ha! There it is. Yes. All right, let's open it up and see what we can trade for. All right, we've got it all laid out. We're gonna go ahead and grab the Luigi hand clapper out of there, and in return, we're gonna drop a fire ant. What is this? Junior Deputy Sheriff badge. Okay, we're closing in on the next cache on the video here. It's a 1.5 difficulty, 3.5 terrain, regular size box. Now I'm not getting my hopes up because the last time we found a regular, it was actually a small. Cords are off a little bit, so I have updated them in my phone to where other people are saying they found them, or found the cache, that is. So let's go see if we can find it where they said it's at, and not where the posted coordinates are at. We gotta go across this river, stream, whatever you want to call it. It's not a river, we'll go with this, a stream. According to the corrective cords, the geocache is on the other side. We're gonna have to rock hop our way across. Let's make that happen, here we go. I got my feet wet crossing the creek, that sucks. But the good news is, I found the geocache that I was after. This thing is quite big. I would almost consider that a large. So let's see what kind of swag's inside of it, and we'll drop what we got. Here we go. Okay, so we found a red Buddha that says love on it, and we're gonna trade that for this red bowling pin that I own. See you later. All right. We got about 2 caches left in this muddy weekend adventure out here on the Buckeye Trail for the swag challenge, where we're dropping swag in every container that we find to try and bring back swag into the game of geocaching. Remember, it's an open challenge, so if you want to do this as well on your channel on YouTube, go for it. I would encourage you to do that. I'm not going to personally challenge anybody because, you know what, everybody has different goals in geocaching, and this is just something I thought was cool and unique. But again, I'm just trying to spread the awareness that swag, stuff we all get, used to be a big part of geocaching, and it's kind of lost its way. We are headed to a 1.5 difficulty, 3.5 terrain. Stop me if that sounds familiar. Did you pause the video? Because it sounds familiar. This log right here is our ground zero. 18 feet. Bingo, got it. That was easy. Easy peasy, baby, easy peasy. All right, let's not slip down the hill because that'd be really bad. Let's sneak this out of its hiding spot, and let's see what kind of swag we can trade. Here we go. All right, these are our swag options here. We are going to, I've kind of looked at the eraser, I think. We're gonna grab this goofy looking eraser in exchange for the Arizona Cardinals football helmet. We are just cruising. Absolutely cruising in this weekend adventure to our next cache. We are headed to a 2 difficulty, 2.5 terrain, small size container. 50 feet for the next swag drop. This is called Termite Town. There's a lot of down wood here. I'm at 24 feet. There it is. Found it. Yes. Oh, I'm glad it wasn't anywhere else where I thought it might be. Here's a little tiny cache here. All right, let's grab it. It looks like a tin. All right, so there wasn't much in the tin. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Oscar. He's over here, he's pretty cool. We're gonna drop a poker chip and a bouncy ball in exchange for Oscar. The old 2 for the price of 1. All right, the Riverview Road, Snowville Road sign, Valley Bridle Trail, Buckeye Trail sign is right. We're gonna wrap up this weekend adventure. All right, we are throwing in a bonus cache just because I think it's cool. This is all skunk cabbage right here on the left. No thanks. We're looking for a 1.5 difficulty, 2.5 terrain, regular size container. And of course, we have to cross this lovely creek. This is like my 3rd or 4th creek crossing in this video. There's so many of them. All right, let's cross the creek right to the other side, find the bonus cache, and sign off. Here we go. We're going through the bloodroot patch. We're at 72 feet away for this regular size box. There's a huge log over here. Looks like it's maybe this direction. I don't see it. I'm doing a circle here. It's a big tree. Nothing but a big tree. All right, we gotta keep looking. Hopefully we can find it. Let's do this. We were just roaming around. We happened to find it. This stuff here is mustard seed. No thanks. Mustard grass. Here's our box. Here's our bonus cache. Let's grab it. And let's put it up there. Got it. This has been a great video. I've had a lot of fun. And I appreciate everybody watching. Let's see what we can find and swap. All right, there wasn't much in the container. There was only 3 items. We're gonna go ahead and take this here, which looks like it's some sort of cheetah, pumbaa, some sort of cat. And in exchange, we're gonna leave Blue from Blue's Clues. So, bye-bye, Blue. See you later, boss. If you're not a Geocaching with Triple P subscriber, I hope you'll consider subscribing. You can help me reach my sub goal of 370 subscribers. I'll see you guys out on the trail. Have a good one.